this is just not enough. So I bought some purple and some berries and nuts. And at first I thought I wanted to go up, but if I go up, then I cover the head of my key. And that kind of, you know, just defeats the purpose of using a key, right? So then I thought, let's go down. Let's carry some of this down. So obviously I cut the sprig, as you can tell, this was a sprig of these, and I cut them all off so I'd have smaller sections and some leaves and berries. So I'm going to put these on here with the hot glue gun and vary some of that look. So I like this look here going on, and I might just stick one on top, over top of my sunflower. Bring that up. Let's put a leaf over here. I'm going to add some berries here. Cut off the excess wire. And I might not do berries. Let's just get going on this and see what happens. I pick a big wad here. I can stick these in there. Let's go down a little bit on that one. And then I'm going to stick the bow on right there. Again, I love using the glue gun because it is a quick hold. I'm going to stick a leaf up over here. So stick a little bit of that glue down there, and let's put a leaf up coming out of that. And then, because I don't need all this wire, I'm just going to pull it out. Let's stick a little bit of glue in there. And we have an empty space down here. So let me go and put a few acorns in. I think that would be nice. So if you feel at this point that you need more filler, then maybe a few sprigs of this would be nice. But I'm not too particular on, I'm not liking that too much. Let me just say that much. So here is what we got so far. If this works for you, then you can hang this just like it is. But I thought, let's go one step further. And I went and found this board at Michael's. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to hang it on this board? Now you can hang it as a centered piece. You can get a rectangular board. This is a stained board. You can get a rectangular board, or you can put it on the side like this and then write blessings or home sweet home or give thanks. There are stencils out there that we have that we can add to that. Let me go show you one. This is one I was using for another project last week, and it has a lot of Halloween, Thanksgiving words, just fall words on it. And it's from the Creative Coach. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to just, we could do give thanks. You can put give on one line, thanks on another. Let me see what else we can do. Be thankful. You could just do be thankful. So, so many decisions.
I think I like happy harvest.
Happy harvest.
Or, oh, autumn, something autumn, because Mike is in the room and he was saying he loves the autumn vibes.
Yeah, there's autumn leaves, which is pretty too. Be thankful. So I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but if I had, what I would do is I would probably take some yellow, and then I would do gold on top. So if you start with a yellow color, you can take a firm brush, and I'll do it on the back so you can see. Take a firm brush, and you're going to first put the brush into the paint puddle. You don't need a lot. This is called a dome brush. It's got very stiff bristles. Stencil brushes are all well and good, but they tend to flare out a little bit more than what I typically like to work with. This being a stencil brush, and see how the hairs flare out? These hairs are short and they don't flare out as much. So I have more control. And I'm going to load it with some paint just on the top part, and I swirl it around to get the paint inside the hairs a little bit. And then I wipe off the excess on my paper towel. And I would come over here and just start scratching the surface, if you will. But it's not a lot of pressure, but it's enough to, I start with light pressure and then I work and add more pressure as I need to get that paint off my brush. And I'll scrape over, I'll reload, wipe off, come back up and start scraping my surface. Then you lift it off and you see what you get. By using yellow first, you give a nice opaque base. The next color, I would just wipe this off. Don't wet it at this time, just wipe that off. And the next color we would use would be Splendid Gold. It's a metallic, dazzling metallic. And I'm gonna put some of that out. And I think gold because, I mean, on this case, it could be copper because of the copper words, but I think the gold will show up better. So again, same technique. Now, if this turns out to be too yellow because I forgot my key was copper or bronze, so that might be a little too yellow. If I put this next to it, well, it's not too bad because it pulls up the flower, right? Pulls up the color of the flower. But if we wanted to try bronze or a red gold, let's see, I have a color called Worn Penny, and that might be the color that we're seeing on the key. So I can wipe my brush off. Again, no water. That defeats the purpose of having a dry brush. If you add water, wipe that off. Let's put this on here. Give it a nice red tone. Warms it up. That's what it does. having some red in your brush. So that might change your undercolor to a milk chocolate kind of. See, it doesn't show up very well because it is almost the same value color as the background. So you need the splendid gold to show up. If copper's not, or this bronzy color is not the color of your decor, you can easily change that by taking lusters. Those metallic lusters, there are a bunch of different colors and metallic lusters. We've got rose gold, copper, which obviously are not much different than what I have because I love those colors, but we have the rich gold or gold rush and some silver. So if you needed to change the color of your key to match your decor, but all you can find is this and you want to change it, buy a jar of this metallic luster and you put it on your finger and then you start wiping over the key and you can start changing the tone of that key to gold. See how easy that is? So don't hesitate to buy something because it doesn't match your decor, because whatever it is, you can change it. And this goes for home furnishings too, because I had a door handle that I wanted to zhuzh up. I didn't like the color it was and I wanted to change the color. So I took some of this metallic luster and added it to the doorknob and then repeated it on the door hinges and actually on a light switch plate too, so that it all matched and it works up perfectly. So if there are any questions about this product, and these are all Decor products, by the way, that I'm using today. So we have the metallic lusters, we have the dazzling metallic paint. If you wanted to use the paint, you would have to add a paint adhesion medium to it, and that will allow you to paint on metal. But this luster works so easy, and you can do that on there so quickly, so effortlessly. Effortlessly? Effortlessly. And you can also go in and add some gold to your wood here too, in places, kind of hit or miss. And it can just bring a little shine. If you wanted a little shine to your work, you can do that. Add that in there, hit that in places. So I might do that with the copper or the rose gold, probably the copper kettle. I think that'd be cool. So this is a short and sweet one today. Next week, I'm going to work on making a greeting card for the fall. Some people send out Halloween cards and or Thanksgiving cards, or both. And I'm going to be using distress crayons. And that is a Ranger product. Tim Holtz puts, it's his collection. And we're going to be using these distress crayons. We're also going to be using rubber stamps and some maybe decorative paper. And if not, I'll show you how to make your own decorative paper. So that's going to be on next week on Create This. So until then, have a wonderful week creating.